Good afternoon, everyone. Did you notice anything different today? I started at 12:15. It's a first. I started at 12:10, 12:11, 12:12, I decided to wait, so welcome. As we wrap up our small business impact theme for our club this month, I hope our small business owners felt the spotlight placed on the incredible impact that they have throughout our community. My name is Janice Lenke, and I am proud to be your 103rd president for 4 more weeks. Greg, I think they were clapping because I'm almost done, but I'll take it. Oh, Greg. Okay, I would like to invite past President Tom Thomas to do our invocation.
Thank you, President. Our Father in heaven, we gather grateful as members of a club that is focused on service in this community and in the greater world. We recognize that service above self is a daily effort, and it works best as a community of friends. We're grateful for the recognition that is going on at this time for this country and its freedoms and liberties. To have 250 years of something that is very rare in the world, the opportunity to speak freely, to worship freely, and to gather and associate with one another. We are grateful for the men and women who have protected those freedoms, oftentimes at the ultimate cost, and grateful for those who continue to serve in our military and also in government as they protect these freedoms through their efforts. We give gratitude for the food of which we are about to partake and the wonderful men and women who serve us here at Lowry's. And we pray that we might be nourished, that we might go about doing Thy will by loving our neighbors and being peacemakers. And say this in the name of Thy Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Oh, that was beautiful. And I'd like to invite Sean Sennett to lead us in song. I'm a glutton for punishment.
So in the spirit of the traditional not doing a song because Janice says not to do a rock and roll song, we're going to do We Gotta Get Out of This Place by the Animals. Just kidding. America the Beautiful. Or Star Spangled Banner, I guess. Ready? Because I don't know how it starts, so... Okay. Oh, can you see?
If anybody says play ball, they're going to get fined. Okay, and over to Nancy Anderson to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, and she's our Sergeant of Arms.
Will you please join me in the pledge? I pledge allegiance.
Please be seated. I see that you just got your surprise. Well, more to come for our members. I want to, and I hope I don't miss anyone, but seeing some members back that we haven't seen, in several weeks. Stephen Kwan, welcome back from your travels. Randy Donnell, I know he recently was traveling with Sally. And then Larry Goldstein, welcome back from your travels. And if I miss anyone, please forgive me, but try to take note of people we haven't seen in weeks but have shared some vacation and travel photos with us. Going through the thank yous, always thank you to Bob Warner, Lynn Ing, and Dr. Kathy Mahon for setting up. Greeters today, I had Suzette Wheeler and Patrick Ballinger. Ticket sales, Martha Garcia, Nikki Judium. Photographer is Vicky Mastretta, I believe. Scribe, Susan Ziobra. AV, Stu Lipoff, as always. And teardown, Dr. Michael Williams, and he could use some help again today. I know everybody is always very good about that. So thank you. Nancy, let's start with our international guest from Israel, right over here. Don't take my microphone. You got to take hers.
Yes. From Israel, we have Shimon and his wife. And you're going to say a couple of words. Can you stand, please?
Hello, everybody. If you don't mind, I'll stand here. Okay, my name is Shimon Cohen, and I'm here with my wife, Beatrice. We are from Israel, from the town or little city Shlomi. It's 9,000 people. In the north of the border of Israel by Lebanon. Our house is about 100 meters from the border. Sorry for my English, is not the most best.
It's just fine.
We are here for vacation in Beatrice's sister. Me, myself, I was born in Kiryat Shmona. It's more north than Shlomi, near Metula, if you heard the name, near the Hermon, the highest mountain. We are members for the club of Shlomi. That was, we started 11 years ago. The charter was 10 years ago. So we came here to visit you, to know about other clubs in the world. And thank you for your hosting.
We wanted to present you with our flag to take home.
Okay, do we have any visiting Rotarians in the room? I don't think we do. Do we? Somebody's raising their hand. Oh, yes, we do.
Visiting for one last time as a visitor, soon to be a guest.
Yes.
And George and his beautiful wife, Vicki.
Oh, good to see you guys again. Do we have guests of Rotarians? I know we do. Lots of hands going up. Well, a few. Over here, ma'am. Andrew.
I'd like to introduce my guest, Chad Landry, with U.S. Bank Business Banking and Relationship Manager.
And then I know Rosalie does. And Jim Cole does. Okay.
President Janice, my fellow Rotarians and guests, it's my pleasure to have with me today again Anna Estrada from the Kylie Robinson Foundation, and we are going to do a little presentation with her in a few minutes. Thanks.
Hello, everyone. I'd like to introduce my guest, Fabiola. She works with me in our business banking department, and she's here today as she was my contact to our very special speakers in Russia today.
Welcome. Anyone else? Okay. We're going to go. I don't think we have guests of our club, unless I'm wrong, Sean or Antoinette. today? Okay. We're going to go to the head table. Very pleased to have, starting over here, we have past President Randy Campanelli. You have also at the table past President Tom Thomas, who's also my past president advisor for my year. And then, wait, did I say that wrong? I did. I am going to get fined for that. I am so sorry. I meant to say, yes, I have past President Tom Thomas, and I have my past president advisor, Tom Krob, which I'm sure he cannot wait for my year to end as well. And then I'm going to also introduce, we had a nice surprise today with Hector Lizola, who is our regional representative from the office of Senator Catherine Cortez Masto. And the surprise is that Rosalie and Tony had coordinated was that he is presenting our speaker today. So it was a surprise to her. She did not know that he was going to be here. We also have our speaker, Vanessa. I know I'm pronouncing your last name wrong. It's not that hard, but I'm saying Barrett. And I would like to let you introduce your guest.
My guest is my son, my younger son. He's 17 years old. He graduated a year early. He's studying business at UNLV.
Okay, I'm going to skip ahead. Before we do announcements, I'm going to have Fabiola, I love that name, come up to the podium. So she won our surprise and delight. Can you bring that little card up that was under your napkin planted by Tina Bishop, who's the plant? So this certificate is that you're the lucky recipient, and it has a picture of a football on it. So congratulations. But you do have to pose for a photo. You're getting, so my friends at Allegiant Stadium gave me the Wilson NFL Raiders football. They wanted to contribute, even though we're a little early. And then these fun things. So you have to pose for a photo. Did you get a picture? Oh, yeah, we're getting a picture, girl. Yeah, you got to hold that up. You're getting your picture. Rosalie's going to use it against you for many upcoming events. Congratulations. And we're going to go right into some announcements. First, I want to announce that several of us went to District Assembly this last weekend. Raise your hand if you went. I know a few people. Yeah. We had some good representation there. It was awesome. For those of you who don't know, the District Assembly, it's one day. We drove to Apple Valley we drove to? Yeah. Susan, thanks for taking me. It was very educational and spirited, and our club was honored to bring home several gold category recognitions. So this is the time of year as a district governor. And we also hear from the incoming, district governor and educational, and we showcase, and you'll see photos, I think, in the wheel and everywhere else, the fundraising event, the 250 Celebrate America. We showcased a table, and everybody was in awe of our vendor table that we had it all laid out. So you guys will see that. The certificates are right up at the front table that shows you all the categories we got in gold, and I want to thank Nancy Anderson for all of her work with putting that project together. It is time-consuming, and I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
She's like, thanks a lot.
I'm so glad it's over with.
Hey, it was really fun.
Yes, it was.
Can you take the microphone to Dr. Nikki Brunetti, please? Blah.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am talking about the Paul Harris Fellowship Matching Points Program. I want to make sure everybody is aware that we are now, the board has approved us to match points. So what does that mean? So whenever our club, the donations that you make to Rotary International, as well as when we donate for our global grant, our club actually receives points. What we then do is we can start a program where we can give them to you. For instance, if you are, say, 350 points away from making your next $1,000 to get your next level for your Paul Harris pin, we can help you do that through matching points with those club points. Now, all matching points only can come in increments of 100. So if you're 350 points away from your next Paul Harris pin, the next level, that would mean we could give you the 200 points, and then you would have to match it with $200, the other 200. And that would give you 400, and then you would be to your next level. So no more than 500 at a time, no more than 500 points, and in increments of 100. And that is also explained in your Monday memo that comes out from Sean, the Rotary Happenings. So all of those saving of points are also mentioned in that email. If you have any questions, you can talk to me, and Sean will help you fill out the application if you so decide to do that. Also, please understand that points do not go toward your $10,000 NAFER donor status. So if you're close to that, know that the points should only capture the things that accumulate and improve towards your NAFER donor status.
Thank you. Thank you. Can you give the microphone to past President Tom Krob?
Thank you, President Janice. As you know, just 4 short weeks, we will be debunking Janice at our last Thursday meeting of June. There will be a sign-up in the Green Book, so please sign up. Members are no charge, and there will be a charge for guests. So be sure and sign up. We have a number for the caterer, and I think we could probably use a little help in getting her just a little bit wet this time. So put it on your calendar, last weekend in June. Thank you.
Thank you. Before I give the microphone to a particular man in the room, got to brace yourself. I'm going to make a couple quick announcements that I had also on my agenda. Randall Brody is traveling back today from a graduation, so I am making the announcement that the Friendship India is soon underway, starting tomorrow. And we're super excited. We put together welcome bags for them. Connie, Randall's wife, put together snack bags. And we're so excited because they showed our group such hospitality in India, right? So we are going to do the same when they come to Vegas. And I just wanted to announce, and thank you for all the hosts and the volunteers. So we received a letter this morning, and it was addressed to Dr. Rumport and to Randall. Thank you for such an energetic Vegas welcome message. After reading the agenda, we from District 3040 are now officially excited and slightly nervous as it's our first time sinners arriving in Sin City under Rotary supervision. We assure you that whatever happens in Vegas will remain there, unless it becomes excellent material for the next Rotary Fellowship presentation back home in India. Thank you again for the wonderful coordination and warm hospitality already being extended by you, Rampur, Jean-Marie, and the entire Nevada-California Rotary family. We are eagerly looking forward to fellowship, learning, laughing, and creating lifelong friendships. So this is from District 3040 in India. So that was a nice note. There's a very robust agenda. It's great stuff for those who are participating, the volunteers. We start off tomorrow with the welcome sign. I've got a photographer coming there. We go sightseeing. I also just secured, Rampur, I didn't tell you, this morning I was able to get a dozen high roller tickets so they can really be up, 350 feet up in the air, looking at the valley. They're going to Cirque, going to Rotary Park. We're taking them to Red Rock Canyon, Fremont Street, Ma Museum, and the list goes on. So it's very exciting. And then we have 25 Club graduation and social. It's June 17th at 6 o'clock. It will be in a venue, so I'm working on that. And it's for everyone to come. It's members, past presidents, come and celebrate. We have 3 people graduating. So please put that on your calendar and sign up in the Green Book. Okay, before we give the microphone to the DJ, we're going to give the microphone to Susan Ziobro.
She wasn't prepared.
USO?
Hi.
Aviators?
Yeah, Friday, June 5th. I hope you all have some time on your calendar. I know we're finishing up the year with a bang. But Friday, June 5th, we are going to be setting up a table to welcome our active duty service members. The USO is busy putting out the announcement so that we are going to sponsor a tailgate of sorts out in the parking lot on the east side of the ballpark. Set up, if you can only come for different segments of it, you can help Greg set up the tent and the table and some chairs and the cooler around 5:15. We've asked the USL to tell our active duty service members and families to show up around 6 o'clock. And then we'll meet and greet. So we need people to help show up and meet and greet and dispense F&B. And then if you can't make it for that, you can maybe come make it up for packing the stuff back in Greg's truck before the game starts. The game starts at 7:05, and I think they're playing Reno.
Wonderful, thank you. Okay, now you got to give the microphone to P.E. Greg McGuire.
Russ, did you get this much flack when you were taking over as president? I mean, oh my God, absolutely. Did you? All right. Everybody, just refer to me as the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, DJ. All right. You like that, Tina? Okay. A couple things. So you see the Celebrate America 250 up there. Again, great. These are photos I didn't even see. And it made it look like we had this big 5K out there, and we didn't quite do that. But next year, I think we should lean into that a little bit more. I am here to talk to you about Taipei. It's coming up. If you haven't booked your ticket, you probably need to do that because it's about 20 days away. If you've never been to Taipei, it's an amazing place. The National Museum over there is something special.
For you, it's 12 days away.
12 days. It's all
Everyone
math.
else, 20.
And then, so if you're going, just let me know. I think Dr. Rampur, you're going, and some other people were going, but kind of dropped out. Okay, next thing up for grabs. Sean asked me to talk to you about the pledge form here. So if everybody could take a look at that, get that completed before you leave today, would be very much appreciated. We have a board retreat. Oh, and the other one is the advertising. We are doing a little bit something different this year with advertising. Typically, you'd put your static ad in the wheel, and basically it went out to everybody in this room. So we have a couple different packages this year to kind of put some of that advertising on the web. Now you're not going to see the website turn into like a advertising sponsorship promo, but Janice and Sarah have done a lot of great work this year with the website, and we're going to continue to build off of that and using the social media with the goal of getting more people to join our club. One thing that happened with Celebrate America is we had a few people actually reach out to both me and Karen and Janice, I think you too, about joining Rotary. And that's kind of why we do these things, is just also to spread the information about all the good that we do and getting new members to join. Finally, the last thing I got is we're also going to be doing Celebrate Ireland 78 in March. Is it right? So Liz, I was listening to her sing, and she's got a beautiful voice. And so you're going to be up in front of those the microphone in those pubs one way or another, Liz. So anyway, if you were interested in joining on that tour, that's we're going to leave on a Thursday night after the Rotary meeting, and then we'll be gone for about 10 days. She's got an incredible agenda laid out for it. Looks really cool. Hopefully you can join us. Thank you.
Thank you. Your schedule is like all about travel. Enjoy it while you can. Okay, we're going to go ahead, and I want to make sure we have time, a little time for fellowship. So let's go ahead. We've got an induction today. So I'm going to invite Antoinette, past President David Thorson, and I think past President Karen Wisenhunt to come up.
And George.
George, that's because they're, they invite you up. So I didn't want to steal their thunder.
Okay, today it is my great pleasure to introduce George as the newest member of the Las Vegas Rotary Club. Joining him today is his beautiful wife, Vicki, that we introduced. They've been married for 48 years. Together they have 2 accomplished daughters. Their oldest daughter, Major Katharina, serves as a JAG Reserve officer and is currently activated and stationed in Huntsville, Alabama. Her husband, also a major and serves as a helicopter pilot and logistics specialist. Their youngest daughter, Jennifer, lives in Seattle, Washington, where she works as a mountaineering instructor. Her husband is an engineer with Oracle. George and Vicki are proud grandparents of 2 beautiful granddaughters, ages 6 and 7, who, in George's words, says, they are the most wonderful little people. George and Vicki first visited our club several months ago while preparing to move to Las Vegas, and we are delighted they are now officially part of our community and today part of our Rotary family. George is enthusiastic about becoming an active and engaging member in our club. He's a dedicated Rotarian with a deep commitment to international service. He has been a member of both the Rotary Club of Maple Valley and the Rotary Club of Fair Oaks Ranch. Over the years, he has led multiple global grant projects and served in numerous international service roles. He's a Paul Harris and was recognized as Rotarian of the Year in 2022-23. Professionally, George is an accomplished entrepreneur, engineer, and business leader with more than 3 decades of experience in technology in biotechnology field. He currently serves as CEO of Biotechnics, Inc., earned his PhD in medical engineering from Stanford University, and holds numerous patents and published technical papers. In addition, he is an active angel investor in several early-stage biotechnology companies. Outside of the Rotary business, George enjoys travel and adventure. He has visited nearly 50 countries and explored many of America's national parks in his Sprinter camping van. He also enjoys filming, mountaineering, and Nordic skiing. Please join me in extending a Las Vegas welcome to George and Vicki.
Yes, I'm delighted to accept the invitation to join your club. It's a very exciting moment for me. In terms of my background, I think the dominant event was meeting my spouse more than 50 years ago. That has really been the basis of many of the things, most of the things I've done, including those 2 wonderful little granddaughters that came forward. In terms of my professional career, as Karen mentioned, I had a lot of interesting experience in science and business. And I'm still helping a few small companies try to develop new medical therapies, but that stuff's primarily behind me. For the last 10 years, I've been focused with Rotary on developing international projects to serve the most disadvantaged communities in the world. When I tell this to Rotarians, especially when I ask them for money, I often get the reaction of, aren't there a lot of local opportunities? Why don't you focus on those and not go to the other side of the world? I think there are lots of local opportunities, local needs that are acute, and I certainly deeply respect the people working on those needs. But we're a blessed country, and the needs abroad are great indeed. The project that I'm currently finishing off, working on from my previous club, is focused on a community in northern Uganda, which was the old stomping grounds of Idi Amin. They suffered the depredations of the Lord's Resistance Army, which was into enslaving young children as soldiers and all kinds of other exciting activities, and is the only group that was nominally Christian that's ever been designated a terrorist organization Today, they're not too far away from the recent Ebola outbreak. So our project is aimed at providing clean water for their villages. Right now, they're literally getting their drinking water from puddles, which is really not very satisfactory. And also decreasing the atrociously high infant mortality rate there due to causes which are relatively easy to address, like malnutrition and dysentery. So the project that came together started off as a seed grant from the club of only $5,000. And as we gathered resources, has grown to an $80,000 project. And we're believing that we'll be able to significantly transform the lives probably of more than 4,000 people. So I know there are some members of this club who are interested in these kind of causes, and I'm hopeful that with my modest experience in pulling together global grants that I can advance these interests. Thank you very much for having me.
Well, George, it's my pleasure to induct you into our club. As a longtime Rotarian, I don't think I need to spend a lot of time telling you about Rotary, but being at the District Training Assembly this past weekend, reinforced in me how remarkable this organization is. It's a bunch of folks that get together to do good in our communities and in the world, and as you pointed out, around the world, without being experts in those fields. It's really, really, truly amazing, and an amazing organization to be part of, and thank you for your service to date. We're also very thrilled that we're going to have somebody coming into our club that actually, besides Karen, that understands how to do an international grant, because I haven't figured that one out yet. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. I do want to say that, we, as you know, as a Rotarian, we want to bring the best of Rotary out to our professions and the best of our professions to Rotary. You certainly have a history of doing that, and please continue to do that in our club. We welcome you into our midst. We hope you enjoy our club. It's an amazing group of people, best organization I've ever been part of. So if everybody could please stand and welcome the newest Rotary member in the world, George.
Thank you, guys. Okay, how are we doing on timing? Okay, let's go ahead and have past President Jim Cole come up to the podium. We have a presentation. And then we can have some fellowship.
Thanks again, President Janice, my fellow Rotarians and guests. Have again with me Anna Estrada from the Tyler Robinson Foundation. We have a check presentation from Howard and Howard and the Las Vegas Rotary Foundation for $5,000, which we are so happy to give to you. And congratulations. If you could just tell us a little bit about your foundation and what it is you're doing and why it's important.
Well, good afternoon. Thank you so much for having me here. Again, my name is Anna Estrada. I'm with the Tyler Robinson Foundation. And what we do is we help families that are undergoing a pediatric cancer diagnosis, and we commit to them for a full year. We do 12 months, and each month we give them $1,000 to pay out mortgage payments, utilities, anything that they need. So if you think about a pediatric cancer diagnosis, one of the parents for sure has to stop working. Their roadmap to recovery and treatment is by far a tough one. And with your help, most definitely we get to be able to support our family. One thing that I mentioned to Jim this morning was in the last 25 days, we've issued 3 Path to Heaven grants. So we lost 3 kiddos in the last 25 days. Pretty devastating in our organization. So I just want to thank you for helping and supporting our families and being their backbone. I love what you said this morning about being peacemakers. I think when you are in a mode of like survival, and then we're able to come in as peacemakers to make sure that they have hope and that they have some type of peace, it really resonates with our families, and they're very, very grateful. So I appreciate all that you're doing. You guys are the givers, and most definitely keep giving the peace to the great community that we live in. Thank you so much.
Okay, with that, let's take a few minutes for fellowship. I'm going to go ahead and invite Hector Lizola up to introduce our speaker, if she's ready. Just a minute. Hector, you ready? Oh, darn it. Hector, give me a second. I forget this all the time. It's like so important. Oh my God, you guys, I'm so sorry. I was so excited. Okay, first we're gonna do the raffle. We're gonna have someone try to earn half of $3,553 plus whatever we took in today. That ticket is 4695711. Okay, forget it. Moving on. It was 4695711. Okay, well, about Jim Cole. King of Clubs. Oh, and he is donating his $10 to the foundation, Sean. And the Lowry Bucks are going to go to 4695758. Oh, past President Tom Crow. There you go, sir. Okay, now, Hector, I'm going to have you come up unless I forgot something else. As he's making his way up, though, I do want to recognize our membership spotlight this week. We had Susan and Ziobra, and we highlighted Larry and Mary Cohn, who are currently in Europe. So, okay, I'm turning the microphone over.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Before I get started, I just want to give a quick shout out to Tony and Rosalie for making this happen. And Fabiola, you too, big shout out to you as well. I think that is a testament just to show how well connected this city is here in Southern Nevada. I think it's what makes us real special. But with that being said, let's get started. So, Las Vegas Rotary, it is such an honor to be here with the oldest and largest Rotary Club in Southern Nevada. Quick background about myself. I'm Hector Lizola, Regional Representative for Senator Cortez Masso, and I cover the Senator's small business banking and economic development areas in the office. So just a quick background on how this all connects and how I will happen to be the special guest for Vanessa. But listen, May is Small Business Recognition Month, and I cannot think of a more fitting way to celebrate than by introducing a true force in our community. Back in summer of 2024, Senator Cortez Masso had the privilege of touring local Las Vegas small businesses alongside the administrator of the U.S. Small Business Administration, Isabel Guzman. One of their very first stops was an incredible, vibrant spot in East Las Vegas, La Vecindad. And I, however, had the privilege of meeting Vanessa a few years earlier on a Zoom call with a bunch of other small businesses. And soon after that, I was able to coordinate a small business roundtable at a restaurant. And from that group of small businesses, I knew that there was something special about her, just the way she had her, how she had her grit and how she made herself stand out among the small businesses. The sparkle that I want to fight, I want to be here. And this was a DC policy sort of advocacy call, and she stood out. But anyway, after the Small Business Roundtable, it was instantly clear that she and her husband, Raul, weren't just running a restaurant. They were building a community anchor. They pour nostalgia, culture, family, and deep pride into everything that they do. Since that visit, their impacts have only grown, They've been featured on national television, named East Las Vegas Community Heroes, and just last year, they were officially honored by the SBA as a family-owned small business of the year. Vanessa is a phenomenal entrepreneur, a mentor, and a powerful advocate for small businesses, not just here in Nevada, but in Washington, D.C. And it feels completely full circle to stand here today and welcome her to the stage. So please join me in giving her a warm Rotary welcome to co-founder of La Vecindad, Vanessa Barriat.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. A lot of people talk about success, but nobody asks what was the year behind them. My name is Vanessa Barriat. I own La Vecindad. I'm sorry. Every time that I want to share my story, I get emotional. We start from the bottom in a food stand back in 2016. With just me, my husband, and 2 employees. After 2 years, dealing with weather, trying to survive every weekend, we decided to take the leap and open our first location. Our first location was at the commercial center. People call us crazy because we went to rent a place that nobody will show up because it was a dark place. It was full of homeless, prostitution. But that was the only place we can pay the rent. And we have no choices. And we decided to rent that space. Nobody knew about us. Our restaurant was empty. It was just me and my husband and 2 more employees at the restaurant as well after 2 years. And slowly, but we got to, get well. People start to know what about our food. And we recognized that at that moment, we had the chance to create an experience. It was a colorful restaurant. It's about nostalgia. It's about, you feel different when you go to La Vecindad. And we create that. When we think we were making it, by 2020, pandemic show up. So when we were here, not on the top, just right still in the bottom, we have to go all the way to the ground. We don't have no money. We have, humble beginnings. Nobody knew. We don't have wealthy connections. We don't have investors. We barely have a business plan. Not perfect, but we did. And the government offer help to small businesses. I got scared because a lot of businesses were closing. But this is a family dream. This is our kids' dream. And I decided to ask for that help. And that's when I filled the forms, a long application for the EDL, for the PPP. I know it wasn't not that much money because there's only 4, 5, 6 employees back then. I only received like a $5,000 for PPP, and the EIDL was like a $14,000. It was a little amount of money, but for much of you guys, it was nothing. To me, it means a lot because it saved my business. Guess what? That week when I applied for those help, I was afraid because I did it all myself. Nobody helped me. And I decided to write an email to a senator office. Yeah, me, a human being, a regular, a mom, a wife, write an email to the senator asking to check if she's able to see my application and check if I did it right. And believe it or not, 3 days later, her office reply and say, yes, Vanessa, you did it right. Don't worry, the help is on the way. Your money will be there in a week later. And yes, I did receive the help. Thanks to that email, I was able to save my business. Nobody knew who I am. I don't have not connections, but I take the leap to save my business, to save my family. With this, I want to share is like, never underestimate small beginnings. Never underestimate the resilience. Never underestimate the power of the family. Because this is us, La Vecindad. From 4 of us, right now it's over 50 families that depends on my business from La Vecindad. 50 families. Right now, I'm proud to say that I own a building out of my second location. As today, I'm working to open my third location. And in the next few months, we'll open a location in Houston, Texas. So it wasn't easy. It was really, really hard. But we did it. Our family, my kids, we did it for our kids. When we were on the food stand, there was a joke inside us that my husband asked this guy to please take the plate to table 1. And the guy turned around and said, "You're stupid, it's only 1 table." And he said, "When we have 25, you will ask me which one is table 1. And after the pandemic, when we expanding, we did have the 25 tables. So that was our mindset. Quitting, it was an option for us. We fight for a dream. And this is La Vecindad. I don't know if you have any questions. Thank you. You know what? Can I ask something? When nobody was at the restaurant, I have this white tall guy, and he always go every day to my restaurant. It was empty, but it was only him buying a burrito and iced tea. And I shared that story with my team. You don't know who you're serving. Please treat them well. And days after days, I was afraid, and he leave me good tip. $20, $30, $40, $60, $80 tip. And one day I told that I know his name, Benji, please, can I ask you a question? Why you leave me that much, that many tips? And he said, I don't want you to close your heart. This guy, he don't know my story. He don't know who I am. And he support my business when nobody knew who we were La Vecindad. 2 years ago, I asked him, because my husband wanted me to ask Benji if he will sell his building to us. It was a dream for us. I never thought that we would buy a building. And I told Benji, if one day you decided to sell the bar, you will sell it to us? And he just said, it's yours, sweetheart. 2 years ago, he called me, are you ready? I said, ready for what? Please, let's do the transaction. Well, I don't know. I have to, check my credit, and it's a business and all. And he said, okay, go ahead and do it. I got pre-approved for settlement. And I called him back. I say, what was the amount that you're selling me the building for? And he told me the amount. I was in shock. And I told him, there is no way taking the SBA loan, selling all what I have, and I'm able to get that loan to buy the building. And he said, okay, how much you got pre-approved for? And I told him the amount. And he said, please tell your bank that it will be enough market transaction because the building is yours. So what I mean with this is, there's a lot of people that we don't know who they are. We don't know who have on the side. Just be nice. Just be polite. Because you get surprised sometimes. And we're being blessing for all those type of people around us. I have a lot of angels. And Benji was one of them.
You are a rock star. Aside from your son, who else in the family works in the business?
All of us.
Who is the all of us?
My husband, my older son, and my younger son, 4 of us. Yes. It's a family business. Thank you. Yes. He's the GM of my restaurant. Everybody making fun of him, but he is great. He has when he is at the restaurant, I have to step out. Like I can live peaceful. Like I know everything will be okay and will smooth.
Vanessa. Mi nombre es Camila. Soy su vecina, soy de Brasil. I'm Brazilian. I'm joining officially. I'm a self-inducted Rotarian, if that's allowed. So I'm officially joining next Thursday. And as a fellow immigrant, I want to congratulate you, and as a fellow immigrant woman, for being so strong and for believing in yourself. Because no matter what, this is the greatest country in the world. This is where dreams come true. And I am proud to be an American, as I'm sure you are. So that is all I want to say. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. I was afraid at the beginning. I'm being November, I got invited for TikTok to be in the National Latin Chamber Commerce Conference. And I was expecting a small group like this. And to my surprise, I was in the main session after the Secretary of Labor. After that, I have to make a speech. And I was afraid. But, we have to be leaders. We have to be the voice, especially for my community, right? Yes, I'm an immigrant, but I'm an American citizen. I'm a U.S. and I love this country. And thanks to this country is who I am right now and who will be me and my family. And right now at this stage of my business is not about revenue. It's about community. Toy drive, food drive, community events, supporting families. It's a lot of struggle outside. And that's why La Vecindad right now is right there. Because it's not about, what I can get. It's what I can give you. And all I can say is thank you. Thank you to God, and thank you for all of you, your support.
Hello, my name is Martha. And I have been to the Vecindad. I take all my family there because they all love what you've done to the place. They all have this sense of family when they go there. So I just wanted to share that and thank you.
Thank you.
So thank you for speaking with us today, and congratulations on the expansion of your business. For those of us who don't know, where is your restaurant? And if we were to go, what's the best dish there that we should order?
The Super Dona Cubana. We got famous because of the torta cubana. We got viral all over the world because of that torta. It's a big sandwich. But La Vecindad is located at the Commercial Center, the Historic Commercial Center, 953 East Sahara Avenue, Suite E27. On the same shopping center, I have my second location. It's a building right on the corner on Sahara. It's a green building, colorful. And that is La Vecindad Cantina. It's for over 21 in North Map.
David, you can't go. Sorry.
David
the
can't go.
dishes, anything, I will recommend you to try the carne en su jugo. It's delicious. And handmade tortillas. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you so much for speaking to us today. I noticed on your website, and I've seen some of the pictures up here as well, something called a family table. Can you talk about that?
We try to create an experience. When we were on the food stand, before to decided to be a business owner, entrepreneurship, I was an employee in a casino and for 15 years. When I opened my food stand, I was, giving flyers on the casino. Excited because I was, I believe it will be a success. But people were making fun. People were making fun of me, right? And I had the honor to have a chef, a really famous chef from Caesar Palace, go to my food stand and swap me. And he said, "Everything looks nice, but I want you to ask you a question. And when you get this answer, your business will be a success." And he said, "What would be that make you fall apart from the rest that people have to come to your restaurant?" And when I found the answer, is that where we are right now, La Vecindad. I create an experience where people feel welcome. You all have to go. You have to feel it. And I don't have to say, I want you to live it. Go and be part of that experience, that what we create.
Hello, my friend. So similar to Camilla, I'm an immigrant, a woman, business owner, I do banking. What would be the best advice that you would give to an immigrant business owner coming to America from another country to set up their American dream or live their American dream? Or what have you learned over time that you could share?
I'm not here because I was prepared to be a business owner. I don't think no one was. I wasn't prepared, but I have the faith, work ethic, discipline, and consistency. To me, that was the facts that make the way to be a success in your business. Just that. Nobody believed in us in the beginning, but here inside of my heart, I had the faith I would be the voice for many people. And that's where I am right now. Thank you.
Okay, so and I'm sorry if I missed this. Well, first of all, you mentioned something very near and dear to my heart. So I'm a corporate event planner. So I book a lot of restaurants, mainly on the Strip, for the corporate clients, and they challenge us to create an experience. It's not just about going and dining. There's got to be an experience. That's what everyone is looking for. So it's whether it's an activity, I'm taking them to Red Rock Canyon or taking them to a restaurant. What is that restaurant known for? What do they do? Do they do tableside, something spectacular? What do they do? So I really relate to that. And I might have missed this, though. I did see it up there. The inspiration came from, you said, the Mexican children's show, El Chavo del 8. Will you just speak a little bit more? Did I miss that?
No, it's fine. When we were at the food stand, we would call it Pico de Gallo. And I was so proud of my name, and I decided to get stickers on the side of my car saying Pico de Gallo and the phone number and the address. When we moved to the location my first official location, I received a letter from Vinos Gallo Winery from California, saying that they will be checking us because we were using part of their name. I was in shock. I say, what? And then, I'm the kind of person that, I try to check on my own. I just ask too many questions and go to the computer and search. And my husband asked me, go ahead and check for pico de gallo. And I went to the USPTO, and I find out that pico de gallo belongs to a restaurant in San Antonio, Texas, since 1973. I say, whoa, wait. We have to change the name now. And I told my husband, we have to change it now because when we get famous, these people gonna get money from us, or they will decide to from San Antonio open their location here in Vegas, and we did all the job for them. And he said, okay, so what will be? But our decoration, if you go inside to La Vecindad, it looks like a neighborhood, a Mexican neighborhood, and people relate us to this show. It's a Mexican TV show, El Chavo del Ocho. That's why it came from our customer, not from us. And my husband asked me, go ahead and check for La Vecindad. And I told my husband, Papi, everyone knows that who own the brand in Mexico, for sure own the brand here in the United States. And he said, check, you will not lose anything. And I checked, and to my surprise, La Vecindad del Chavo was available. I say, ding. And my husband said, no, it's too long. La Vecindad was available too, and he wanted me to take La Vecindad because it was a shorter name. And that's what we did. We take La Vecindad. And we are the owner of the trademark La Vecindad and La Vecindad del Chavo del Ocho and the USPTO here in the United States.
Well, so your son has been very busy. I think he took 2 reservations from Tina Bishop for parties. Yeah, he doesn't have any business cards on him. We have to change that. Well, you're just so popular. Okay, and Deb Howard, raise your hand. Where's Deb? Deb Howard, text me. I can't believe I looked at my text. I'm sorry. And said, well, we're looking, you might have heard me earlier say we're doing the 25 Club graduation social on June 17th. Check that date. So we'll talk, we're trying to determine where we want it. And I said, it's got to be a place with an experience. So we got to check with you June 17th. Let me know. You're free. Whatever you have, you're just going to move it out. Okay. Just for Rotary. I love it. Okay. So this was so inspirational. We have a few gifts for you, and I know you'll really appreciate this. So in your name, we made a donation to the Just One Project to help combat hunger in our community. So that is for you. And you're going to have a lot of years of history before you know it, but this is our history. This is our 100-year centennial Las Vegas Rotary Club book, and we hope that you will display that in your office or out front. We'll look when we go there. So we thank you so much. You're such an inspiration, and we got to get this one involved in Rotary because it's his first experience today. I'm really putting him on the spot a lot, but we thank you. We're going to pose for a photo.
It's an honor as an immigrant, from humble beginnings, to be here, to be with all of you. Thank you, Fabiola. Thank you, Rosalie, from Nevada State Bank. Thank you, Hector Lizaola, from the Office de Senador Puerto Rico Transmasto. Thank you to the Rotary Club. And please come with La Vecindad. If you guys support community, La Vecindad has to be there.
Another hug. Thank you so much. So definitely an inspirational luncheon meeting. We thank you. So to adjourn our meeting, unless anybody had anything else. Oh, I have 4 minutes, but did we miss anything? Anybody? Greg? Oh no, it's Greg. We're going to be here overtime. Nancy, hold on to the microphone when you give it to him, please. That's a good picture.
Now, just one of the other things we need help with is signing up for the different committees that we have going on throughout the year. We have a number of, in your email, you got a list of all the committees. And what we like to do is encourage everybody to sign up for different ones. If you haven't been involved in helping on a committee, now is a great time to take a look at that. reach out to one of the directors, reach out to me, Janice, Sean, and we'll get you some more information on what's involved in that committee. But we need volunteers. Rotary, we're all volunteers here. We need volunteers, okay? So we need volunteers to kind of step up and do things. We're looking for someone that wants to run or to do the wheel, right? This beautiful document that you see every day. Tina here has done it for 3 years. She said she's moving on and she's going traveling.
After my year, she said she quits.
Yes. But we're going to simplify it. So if you're interested in doing the wheel, would love to talk to you about that too.
So when George was talking about all his history and the efforts with, educating us on water, I'm thinking, Deb, Wine to Water Committee,
Sure.
right? Was that what you guys were thinking too? I mean, just hearing all this background from people, but
Yeah,
that would
there's
be
a lot of
exciting.
people with a lot of latent talent here, and we are here to help put that to work. So come on
Yay.
down.
Thanks. Okay, so with that, to adjourn our meeting, Las Vegas is powered by an extraordinary network of small businesses, including many of our own club members, and what you learned today. Thank you for your dedication and continued contributions to our city, our club, and our community. So we wrap up Small Business Month. Oh, thank you all very much. Meeting adjourned.